So let me share something about Kareri trek. So Kareri is a village in Dharamshala. It's around like 1.5 hour journey from Dharamshala to Kareri village. It's an uphill, and it's a very beautiful village, really quaint. There is not much of a rush, I think, and hope it remains that way. And so you just come here at Kareri, and there are a lot of options to stay. Like there is hostel, there is hostler. If you want to stay close to Kareri, then I would suggest you to stay at hostler. But if it's okay, you want a bit more of extrovert nature, or you want party and you want more connection with the city, then you should opt for hostel. And from that place to Kareri trek, it's around I think 7 kilometers. So you can hire a taxi, and from there you can reach to the place where the trek starts. So the trek is around 10 kilometers. The peak of the trek is at 3,110 meters, I suppose, something near that. And some say it's easy to moderate. For me, it was moderate. I don't have that much of a stamina. And for most of the people, it takes around 4 hours to cover. But for me, it took 6 hours. Yeah, I took 6 hours, and most of the time I was out of breath. There was a moment when for every step I took like half a minute pause, and then I took another step. I was so tired, but when you reach to the top, it's all worth it. It's just worth it. You just have to look at the lake, you need to look at sunrise, you need to look at the sunset, and the night sky. My god, this is so full of stars, because there is barely any light pollution around this village. So when you reach the place, oh my god, you will be astonished. I have never seen so many stars in my whole life. Yeah, I've been to Spiti, I've been to Pangong. So Spiti, I saw a lot of stars. Yes, in Pangong, it was cloudy, so I couldn't see anything. But when I reached here, oh my god, I was able to see with my naked eyes. And then I took my camera. I will attach some photos here. These were like marvelous sky. One of the most beautiful skies ever. Oh my god, it's a very treacherous road ahead. Yes. So as I was saying, so the Kareri trek is, for me, it was a bit on a moderate side. This was my first trek, so maybe because of that also, for those who are seasoned, this won't be much of a difficult. I met a lot of people. Some are from Germany, some are from like European trekkers. For them it was easy. Yes. However, they really like it because in European countries, the peaks aren't that high. Like most of them are like 2,500 meters, 2,800 meters. Some are like 3,000 maybe. But here, this one trek only, it was around 3,100 meters, and a lot of treks are there which are even at a higher altitude. So for them, it's like a heaven. And most of them, they start their trek here. They get used to it. They get acclimatized, and they head out to Nepal for higher treks. But if you're a beginner, I think this should be the one. You might be out of breath, you might feel like quitting. I felt like quitting in very first 15 minutes only, because in starting 15-20 minutes, or starting 1 hour, I should say, there are a lot of stairs. And stairs, I mean like the rock cut stairs. They're not the stairs of concrete, totally rock cut. So obviously you understand it's not that much shape, the height difference is there. So you will have to climb those stairs very carefully and reach to the higher side. So once you have done first hour, I think you should be able to get the hang of how this trek should be done. You should not hurry at all. If the moment you start hurrying, you will be just feel like, why don't just quit? I felt like quitting. So then I took my time. The first hour was the hardest. The second hour was based on what I learned in the first hour. I was trying to apply that. I was trying to do it easily. So after reaching halfway, there is cafe, 2-3 cafes between halfway. So there you can have something. Don't eat too much. Don't get your too much heavy on diet on anything. Just drink something energetic, not caffeine. Maybe something like maybe glucose or lime water, like that, so that it should help you with the glucose, it should help you with the energy, and after that you should start again. And the second half would be a bit different than the first half, because the first half is like a bit more systematic in terms of that, because there are a lot of stairs are there. But when you go to the second half, then there are no stairs. It's like boulders and rocks. Most of the times you will have to sometimes you will have to cross a very small puddle of water 3-4 times. You might have to climb the boulders and rocks. So for me, first 20% was difficult, and then 20% to 50% was okay. 50 to 60, 65 I would say was okay. From 65 I was just lost. I was like, why am I doing this? Why should I do this? I don't want to do this. This is way too difficult for me. But then I knew that halfway to aa gaya hu, then I should complete the other half as well. This is not the time to quit, and there's no option to quit because there's no way going back. So all I had to do was just go upwards. Sometimes you just need you just don't, to continue, don't want option. That's it. If you want to continue, if you have option, you might stop. Okay, if suppose there are this kind of service where they would get you off after doing 65%, I think most of the people, 80% of the people would just go and quit. But since there is no option, so a lot of people just go up. They climb up, they go, they continue, even though slowly, but yes, they will continue because there is no option. Yes. So I think trekking teaches a lot about life as well. Yeah. Sometimes having no option is good option. Wow. So yes, after 65%, I had no option left. I had to climb upwards. So then I continued. At 80%, I was like, no, it's too much. I think I need to rest. So then I took rest. Slowly I climbed up. And then at 90%, I started to see the camps. That was relief. That was such a huge relief. And when I see the camps, and I thought, okay, now I can see the target, and now I can go there because I can see it just right there. So the last 10% was, I covered it in really positive way. From 70 to 90%, I was like the whole negative thing. Why did I do this? I should not do this. I will never do this. No. Oh my God, I think it's an experience, because at that I was thinking, what am I doing? And now I'm going back and I'm just facing. That was once in a lifetime experience. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it to my heart. Yeah. So much that I thought of speaking with all of people, thought of sharing with each and everyone. Beautiful thing. So the twisties, beautiful view, river on the right side, and a bit of treacherous road. Yes. So there was this song used in this movie. Wow, I'm forgetting the name, but it's a very beautiful movie about a person. Okay, I will let you know the movie name. So there's this song by Eddie Vedder, in which there is a line, "Wind in my hair, I feel part of everywhere."